Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Atari Adam and welcome to the first episode of Digging with Atari Adam. Now, unlike my eBay Dig of the Week where it's just stuff that I find on eBay and I share with you guys, this one's a little different because it's items that I've actually found in local flea markets, local thrift stores, and I get to share them with you guys. So we're going to get this started today with a few items that I found digging the past previous 2 days with my wife. We had a blast. It's probably her 4th or 5th time digging with me, so it's always fun to have her out. She's my good luck charm. But in the process, I did lose some great items that I found, but I didn't purchase them the first day, and then I went back the second day because I thought about it, and they were gone. So that's when the term comes up, digging ain't easy. What it was there was a Dreamcast complete, controller, games, the hookups, everything for $50. Wow, 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 I know. And another item that I was looking at that my wife brought to my attention was there was this original Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger doll from like the early 90s. Matchbox put it out. It was awesome. And the back of it had one of those old school pull string tabs, and it would wind back in and he would say sayings from the movies. If they had it there for $30, I lost it. Oh, it was bad. But I did fortunately get some good finds in the process. The first one I'm going to share with you today is I bought it because I loved the movies growing up. They were hilarious. They were just completely raunchy, and they're funny. So the first Atari game that I'm going to show you today is Porky's. Yeah, I haven't played it yet. I've never played it. There's probably a reason why, but I am going to play it at some point in time, so when I do, I'll let you guys know how that is. Second in line, I did find, which I've owned my whole entire life, but I keep getting rid of it, and I lost it for a few years, but I did get it back, was Q*bert, for the Atari 2600 series. Q*bert, classic game. Every gamer should play it. All the new gamers should play it. It's just one of those games that have stood the test of time, and I still play. It's classic Atari. Along with that, I got the manual, which is awesome. This is sadly the only Atari manual that I own. I'm hoping to get more completes in the box. Just, Atari collectible stuff. This game is a game that I've owned. It's Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. Here, I'm going to move the camera up a little bit so you can get a better view on it. That's what it is. I've owned this. I've had this game for a while. While I was digging, I was able to come across Star Wars Jedi Arena, which is, I haven't played it, but I'm excited to have it because I want to eventually get all the Star Wars for the Atari. And along with that, I got Star Wars Return of the Jedi. It's also called Death Star Battle. I'm excited to play that one. I'm going to give it a shot here in a couple days, and I'll let you know how that is. In the process of digging through the Atari box that was at the flea market, I also came across, which blew my mind when I saw it, because I had no idea. It is Star Fox for the Atari 2600 series. Now, I saw this and I was like, Star Fox. I was like, isn't that a Nintendo game? Then that came out on Super NES back in the 90s. And then, the great and wonderful Star Fox 64, which I love. It's one of my favorite games, but we'll get to that later. So when I saw this, I was like, wow, Star Fox for the Atari 2600. So I went online, looked it up. Apparently, this game came out in 1983. It was put out by a company named Mythicon. Now, they only apparently bought the rights to the name in Europe, but never in the United States. So when Nintendo came out with Star Fox for the Super NES, they had permission to, because they had their own rights to it in the United States, because this company failed to buy them. So I haven't played it yet, but I will let you know if it has anything. As far as I know, it doesn't have anything to do with the Star Fox for the Super Nintendo, but I'm going to give it a shot, and when I do, I'll let you know how that is as well. So that was the first day of digging. The second day that we went out, like I said, I went back to get the Dreamcast and the Freddy Krueger, pull cord, original plushie, I guess I would say. I didn't get those. So I was able to find Star Fox for the Nintendo 64, which was awesome. It was only $5. I was really excited to get that because this was one of my all-time favorite N64 games. And along with that, I was also able to find a Python 2 control joystick for the Nintendo Entertainment Center system, the NES, in the box. The joystick is in wonderful shape. It's got the suction cups. As you can see, it's got button here and a button here, which I'm assuming are going to be the A and B buttons, and then you have also your start and select button right here, which is cool. So it's like a decked out Atari paddle with a bunch of buttons on it. I thought that was pretty cool because it was actually in the box and it was only $13, I believe. They also had another one there, which I didn't buy because the box is a little haggard out. This one was in better shape, so this is the one that I went with. But yesterday, when the digging was good and the stuff was there, I was able to come across this black case. Now, before I show you what this is, I want to explain that growing up, there was Game Boy, there was, a couple handheld systems that were out. At the time, this was like the revolutionary period for handhelds because Game Boy was out for a while and then other companies followed after that. But this one here was the first one that I'm aware of that actually had a color screen on it. Now, growing up, having a colored screen in a handheld was just unheard of at the time. You're thinking, wow, I'm going to be playing color games in my hand, wherever I go. And they revolutionized the whole thing, but in the same sense, I don't think a lot of people bought it because they thought it was gimmicky. I always wanted one. I never had one growing up, so I'm excited to actually have this now in my possession. What it is a Sega Game Gear handheld system in the case. It's in wonderful shape, by the way. I was really excited when I saw this. The adapter for it, which is also awesome to have, and 6 games in the case for $30. This was a really good dig. I was excited to get it, and the 6 games that came with it were maybe Aki. Aki can give me a little schooling on this one because I'm not really familiar with it. He's a sports game guy. But we have World Series Baseball, 95. I played it briefly. It's just like any other standard baseball game for a Nintendo or Super Nintendo, Genesis, or whatever. It's just your standard, you hit the ball, goes to upper view, shows the ball flying, people running around, you make it to the base, or you get out. So any of your old school gamers that played the old school sports games, they would know what I'm talking about when I explain it like that. Another one was Legend of Illusion, featuring Mickey Mouse. I am a Disney fan, and there are Disney games out there that I do enjoy. I played this one for 5 minutes, and I couldn't get past the first section of the screen, and I gave up on it. So, I'm not really too thrilled about that one, but it's in there, and it was included, so I can't complain. Those ones I'll wait to show you. Also have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. I played it. It's a cool fighter game, like Mortal Kombat style, side-scrolling, beat 'em up, kick-ass kind of game. So it was cool in that sense, but nothing about the movie in it. That's all it was a fighting game. We also have X-Men. I played this for probably about 10-15 minutes. I got bored with it really quick. It's not nearly as good as the X-Men for the Sega Genesis or anything like that, but it's still cool to have for the Game Gear. We also have one of my favorite all-time arcade beat-em-up games, Streets of Rage. I played it on here. It was awesome. Made me feel good. It's just one of those games where you just run around and beat the crap out of everybody and try to get to level 8. So it was awesome. And one of my all-time favorite games, period, for the Genesis, Super NES, and the Game Gear as well, also on N64, was Earthworm Jim. This is an awesome game to have. If you're a gamer and you've never played this game, then you're not a gamer. This is awesome platforming, funny, humorous, very addictive platforming gameplay. I recommend anybody that's never played this game to get it and play it. What's awesome about it is that they re-released it, they updated the graphics on it, and they put it as a download content on your newer PS3 systems and stuff like that. So if you see this, come across it, downloading it, because it's awesome. So we're going to wrap this up. This was everything that I found throughout the past couple days. I thought it was a good week for digging, especially with the Sega Game Gear. I love it. I played it the first night I got it for like probably an hour or two. As soon as I got home, I was like turning it on and I was playing it. And my wife was like, God, I married such a dork. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up, and thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support. Keep checking out our videos. New videos are coming soon. I just did up the new intro sequence for the video, so hopefully they'll start getting cooler. We got some really good news in the next review from me for the eBay of the Dig. We hooked up with a company that still produces video game cases. They're archival cases, but I don't want to get into it because I don't want to ruin the video. But go check them out. Anyway, they're www.retrogamecases.com. Amazing company. Check them out, and we'll do a review on them next time for the eBay Dig of the Week. But until then, keep posted, and thanks for the support. Peace.